Hello everyone and welcome to PSGL F8, specifically round 8 of the F8 Grand Prix. My name is Leon, as you all probably know, and we're here for Vietnam, new to the PSGL calendar, new to most of the drivers, so it should be exciting to see what happens. I do apologise for the slight delay on the start of the stream. Everything was just going wrong, and everything has gone wrong. As before the race was going on, I was trying to get help with some kind of program that's been made by Three Gloves to help commentary, but in the end that hasn't worked, and then just the PS4 decided not to work as well. But we're eventually here now, and Bino Biz, who is widely known as a quality merchant, is P1 at the moment with a 133.2. This race, I'd say it's a race of attrition. If you don't hit the barrier, you're probably going to win. And I'm probably not even joking by that. It is so easy, so easy to hit the barrier around here. So, yeah. Just got to say the drivers get on with it. Callum has invalidation. Bando Biz is on a lap in the first sector, up by half a tenth. Wait a second. I might be able to get that little thing working for me in qualifying, but we will see. I will go through the drivers as well in a momento. Right. I got it working. So I just whether I can get this working quick enough. I do apologise for this. Bando Biz actually improves with a 33.1. I'm just trying this out. I do apologise. I would have done this a lot earlier, but it's only just started working. The person who did make this was Three Gloves. You won't obviously see what I'm seeing, but yeah, Moriouette has actually gone into 5th as I'm writing down these names. I don't know if you're meant to do it in championship order or what, but anyway. Hopefully nothing changes for the time being whilst I'm writing these names down. Once I get the names in, we're sorted, I think. I think everyone's going to start going for their final runs very soon. Obviously the average lap time, the pole lap time will be around a 1:32.8, I'm going to say. Almost done on the names. I've done one wrong. Well done me. Right. I don't know whether this is right or not, if I'm doing it right. If not, oh well. Yeah, everyone's going to start coming into the pits for the final runs. I will have this done very, very quickly. I will actually go on board with someone eventually. I'm very almost done. Oh wow, Captain Chubbs, I was just on board. Good timing. He has binned it in the wall. At what looks to be the end of the first sector, basically, yeah. There's a very tricky corner that you can always hit the inside of the wall, which I think he may have done, and he's bounced into the other side and of course lost his wheel. Let me carry on with those names though. If this doesn't work, then oh well. Actually, you know what? We're just going to go back to this one. Hopefully it works, but I'm not sure. If it hasn't worked, then I don't know why. But yeah, we're getting ready for the final runs. Verheyen has invalidated. There's McLaren in the final sector that has gone purple. This is the help. This is the helpful. Okay, maybe not. He's not purple. I can tell you that much. I thought it was helpful. It's not exactly gone very helpful. But he does tell me who is in what sector, which is a lot easier to work with. And it tells me about warnings and everything, so I will keep you updated on that. Even though I don't like to, I'm kind of like the guinea pig for this new system. Haas of Verheyen has just got a warning for speeding in the pit lane. Usually you wouldn't know that, but I get told that. There's a lot of cars down, well, I'd say the first of the straights. As yeah, they're in that little hairpin area, but we'll stay on board with Mewilj 27. I'm sorry if I spelled that wrong or said that wrong. I believe he is new to the league. Once qualifying's over, I will actually go through the standings then, and in that area, then towards the formation lap. I'll say it again, I do apologise for the delay on the stream and all this that's gone on. It's just telling me that all the drivers are starting their laps now, which is correct. But we will stay on board with the AlphaTauri that is coming through the end of the middle sector and is actually down by just less than a tenth as Tom AJ retires. Coming through the final couple of corners now. And And around the final corner, it's not an improvement. It didn't actually tell me about his lap time. Apparently, Verheyen has invalidated on his outlap, which is perfectly fine. What isn't fine is Bando Biz, who has actually invalidated his lap time, and that is it for him. It's not telling me about who's going into the final sector, which is very annoying. That is at Renault. To the line, is it pole? No. Stays P3. Verheyen's still on outlap. He's not doing the invalid glitch. Well done. Moriarty might be next. His final sector is very, very complex. Very difficult as well. And Callum has invalidated on one of the final couple of corners and was up by 2 and a bit tenths. He's invalidated in the final sector. Would it have been pole? Yes, it would. Bandobus is invalidated, but it doesn't matter. He's probably got pole. Langfell and Frederick. Langfell, knowing he's in P11, backs out. Very wise. Three Gloves retires down in 6th. You've then got Wiseman coming through the final couple of corners. It doesn't seem like an improvement from the Red Bull, but I may be wrong. I am wrong. It's P9 for the Red Bull, and that is it for qualifying. Right, there we go. So Bandabiz is on pole again. I think that's for the 5th time in 8 races. He is absolutely amazing in qualifying. In second is Callum, followed by his teammate in 3rd. Captain Chubbs in 4th. Moriarty 5th. Championship leader Three Gloves in 6th. Verheyen on 7th. In 7th. Snookster in 8th. Wiseman in 9th. Volkongen 10th. Willows 11th. Langfell 12th. Tom AJ 13th. Huberto Mancini 14th. Wilts G27 in 15th and Frederick in last. And now, eventually I can get round to saying the standings, which I will quickly go and find. So, obviously, as I said, Three Gloves is winning the championship on 66 points. In second, a little bit cloudy here at Vietnam. In second is Sam T. Joint on the same amount of points by his teammate, Callum Anderson. They're both on 55. Then you've got Captain Chubbs and Bando Biz, 4th and 5th, both on 47 points. Then you've got Tom AJ and Langfell, 6th and 7th on 33 points. This is honestly ridiculous. Then you've got Volkongen on 24, Frederick 22, Sondre / Sexa on 12, Moriarty 9, Huberto Mancini 8, Willow 7, Snookster 7, Wiseman 6, Nadal 5, Hobbsy 4, and Best Bob 3, I believe. So yeah, that is it. I will be talking about warnings and that lot as they come through on my screen. Obviously you lot cannot see that who are watching the stream. I can. But yeah. As the formation lap does begin. So again, when we look at the tyres outside the top 10, so it's mediums for everyone apart from Wilt G. I'm going to have to find an easier way of saying that. Apparently it's the quickest of a 2-stop. I actually wouldn't know. But yeah, everyone outside the top 10 on the mediums, and Wilt G on the hards. Obviously everyone outside the top 10 qualifies on the soft, because everyone qualified on the soft. So they're just getting the tyres warm, very important, especially around Vietnam. It's a very, very, very difficult circuit. So, yeah, they just got to try and get used to that. So if you hit the wall once, you are basically screwed. So if you keep your nose clean, you do have a high chance of getting a good performance. Yeah, it's a very long lap around Vietnam, especially on an out lap. Well, an out lap, a formation lap. By next week, this I've got the complete wording at the moment. Program that I've been lucky to test will be improved. I meant to be using an improved version for this race, however, hasn't worked, and I haven't got the time to make it work for now. So I'm back on the old version, but it still tells me warnings and that lot. So I'll be on about warnings and penalties. But yeah, as we get ready, Bando Bears come around the final corner to start the race. Already new to the PSGL calendar. F8, a new league. So new league, new calendar, well, new track, should I say. Who will come out on top? I think it could be Volaconga, and it could be the last one to line up. Here we go, as we're waiting for the lights. So they are 5 red lights. I can see them just at the top of the screen. And lights out and away we go. And it looks like a heavy wheel spin moment from everyone. And of course, the timing screens have glitched before we even reach turn 1. But Bando Bears stays in the lead. There's ghosting. Oh, actually, there was a bit of contact there. There's already been warnings for collisions. I can see from an Alfa Romeo, a Renault, a Williams. All this you lot cannot see. But Bando Bears doing very well at the moment. The timing screen really needs to sort itself out because it's throwing this program out of the window at the moment. Captain Chubbs has actually got past Sam somewhere. Oh! And Captain Chubbs has outbroke himself and got the move on Callum. Unorthodox. Oh, but he's lost the position again. That was very, very unorthodox, that. I don't know if he got wing damage in or that. It does not tell me if someone has wing damage or not. It doesn't appear so. He's all over the rear end of Callum though. Look at this, they're all burning the ERS apart from Bando Bears, who's got a nice comfortable gap at the top already. Breaking into the hairpin though, anyone going to outbrake themselves? Oh, there is! Oh, and there's been a lot of collisions here. I think Verheinen's got wing damage. I think a few others have as well. Haas of Verheyen actually got a penalty for corner cutting as well. A warning for corner cutting. This windy middle set, so awful for Dirt Yeah. But Dirt Yeah is not that big of a thing in this game. It's a lot bigger than it used to be. But yeah, Snookster may have damage, I do believe. Verheyen pulling off into the pits. This pit lane is rather easy to get to. It's saying DRS has been enabled. It has not been enabled just yet. I don't know why there's a lot of ghosting going on. Captain Chubbs seems... Okay, this has got all over the place with timing screens because it now says Callum Anderson's down in 7th when he's actually in 2nd. He's ghosting all over the place. I do not know what's going on. Okay, what is going on now then? This timing screen is well and truly broken. Captain Chubbs does not know his braking point for that chicane, and he has got a warning for it. That may have been his second warning, I'm not too sure, I don't think so. But yeah, this timing screen really needs to sort itself out because I do not know. Well, Verheinen's not winning. I think it's alright now apart from Verheinen's not winning. He's down in 14th, there we go. Nothing's going to happen right after the first 2 laps, there's no DRS yet. Callum a little bit squirmy on the rear end there. to come through this windy middle sector. I think it was inspired by Monaco. Which, you know, isn't exactly great. And Bando Biz actually has picked up a warning in that final sector, so that's his first warning of the race. Final corner is actually very tricky, I will admit. It's kind of like the barrier comes at you very quickly. But yeah, there's a massive gap from third to fourth. The top three are just pulling away. Also, the championship leader down in sixth, and Captain Chubbs with his second warning. Yeah, second warning. The DRS has now been enabled, so Callum can start to reel that gap in, which is what he needs to do. He's 11 points off in the championship. Bando Biz is behind him in the championship. Doesn't want him to certainly get away. Captain Chubbs actually picks up a 3-second time penalty already on lap 3. Not great there. Huberto Mancini also picking up a warning for running wide and gaining time. Will Callum go for it into the hairpin? He's not far off. A little bit too far off, however. And Captain Chubbs is so late on the brakes into every kind of braking zone. And Moriouette is past Sam T for P4. And 1 second. Apologise about that. I don't think it's changed that much since I've been gone. I was only gone for about a minute. Callum's still over the back of Bando Biz. Captain Chubbs starting to fall back a little bit. Already has that penalty. The other Haas, his teammate Verheyen, also got a penalty on last lap. Moriouette has actually picked up a warning as well. Yes, we start lap 5. Oof, Bando Biz understeering into the barrier there. It was rear end first, however, so he's going to definitely get away with it. Will Callum go for it into the first? Well, is it? Yeah, it is a chicane, I would say. No, he does not. Bit of a lock up there from Bando Biz, and Bando Biz picks up a 3-second time penalty. I don't believe Callum has a single warning. He might have. I'll have to scroll up a little bit. I don't know. No, he does not. So Callum has no warnings, and Bando Biz already has a penalty. I don't know what the lap time is to pit. I would say it's in a couple of laps' time. for this winding middle sector. Callum's lost a little bit of time this lap. The race is dying down a little bit. It is a difficult track to follow. Follow all the cars. Vanderbiz does avoid the wall this time, and Volakongan is into the pit lane. He hasn't just overtaken them 2 cars, it's because the pit lane, basically you skip the final corner. Which is why it may seem that he's overtaken them. He's coming to the pits, I would guess hard. It's a very long pit lane as well. Is it for hard tyres? No, it's mediums. I don't really know how long tyres go around this track, so yeah. It's going to come out P13, should do. Oh, never mind P12. Yeah, the pit lane exit is actually very, very quick. But yeah, he's out in there, and Bando Biz got a warning, and so did Callum. So I'm guessing Callum's followed Bando Biz, and they both got a warning for it. Callum's just going to close up to the back of Bando Biz. Captain Chubb still within the in the area, but he's not close enough to really put any impact or pressure on the 2 in front. I've got Mario Wet, who's actually quite close to 3 gloves, but stuck in a very compromised line off the track as well. And Sam Pitts from P4 or P5 or P4, I can't remember. I think it's P4. Yeah, he'll be on for a set of mediums. I don't know where he's going to come out. Oh, it's a wing change as well. That will be why he was slow for a lot of his stint. He's onto the hards as well. I don't know if he's got the wing damage now, or he got it beforehand, but his pace was pretty poor compared to the others that he was around in qualifying, so he may have had that damage quite early on. Callum's still in pursuit of Bando Biz. Callum very good on the brakes there, closing right up to the back of Bando Biz. Bando Biz getting away slightly. Callum might be struggling. I don't know when the lap time is really to pit. Well, it's now for both of the drivers. It is a slower pit lane, 37 mile an hour. Will Captain Chubbs follow them in? No. Will 3 gloves follow them in? No. Mario Wet? No. Wiseman? No. So Callum's just gone and followed Bando Biz. Whatever Bando Biz does, I will do the same. Pit window is open for the hard compounder tyre, and Callum's going to get held. Bando Biz on a set of mediums. Callum on a set of hards. So I don't know there. Can the mediums make it to the end? Callum will lose a little bit of time to Bando Biz, probably about a second. As he comes out 2.1 behind the McLaren. Have a look at Langfeld. Closing in on Tom AJ as Mario Wet picks up a warning at the complex we were just at there for running wide and gaining an advantage. Langfeld closing in, but obviously not close enough. Closing in on the brakes, out braking himself in fact. If you outbrake yourself with that little hairpin, you are going to be in a world of trouble trying to get that car turned. It's a very tight corner, as Will G has just demonstrated. If you go deep, it's really hard to get the car turned in. Especially that curb. That curb does not help you. If you go over that curb, it's going to make it harder for you to get on the track. And there's a yellow flag. Verheyen has gone off at the hairpin. I don't think he's lost any wing. I think he's just had a spin. Very unusual place to lose it. If he's lost it just based off of traction, that is very unusual. Now Bando Biz all over the back of Langfell. Now he needs to get past the Mercedes. Remember, he's on a set of mediums. I don't know if he's going to the end or not. I'm going to guess it's a bit risky with Callum going on a set of hard tyres. But here comes Bando Biz. Will he go for it down the inside here? You know, I thought he was. I think he was going to pull alongside and just try and dive it. There's another yellow flag, as it looks like Weiserman's gone off at that complex. It's kind of like a very long hairpin, twisty hairpin. He's gone off. I don't know if he's clipped the inside curb or something, but he's spun, lost his wing, and Bando Biz now is going to fly, literally fly past Langfell. Now with the DRS, is well and truly past, and is up into P5. Obviously in the net lead. As Holokongan and Mancini have a little bit of a bout. Yeah, nothing's really happened now. He got Bando Biz all over the back. Oh, what? Oh, he's lost his wing. And he's sped into the pit lane. I noticed at the last second he's lost his wing. He's lost the whole left-hand side of his wing and he's into the pits. And he got a penalty for the worst of it as well. Oh, that is huge. That is going to knock him down the grid, very far down. Callum now is in, like, just a glorious position. If he doesn't somehow win this race now. Bando Biz is going to come out in P12. Which, yeah, isn't great. And he's a far, far behind Callum. About 20 seconds. He's never going to gain that, as Callum's actually just past Langfell, and you've got something going on here. Mancini and Will still going at it. That's what I think. I think Mancini's just got damage. Yeah, Mancini's just got damage as well. Everyone seems to be getting damage as Langfell's coming back at Callum now into the hairpin. He's not giving up this position. Oh, but he might have to now. Callum has got past. Callum has a humongous lead. Callum has about 9-second lead. Yeah, and he's on a slower tyre, which is going to go to the end easily. Callum is in a world of ease at the moment. There's a Captain Chubb's pit, so does Moria Wet. Of course, Langfell stays out. 3 Club stays out again. Pit window's open for the 2-stop strategy. There's no way 3 Clubs is going for a 2-stop, surely. Where is Captain Chilson come out? It's P4. Oh, actually, Callum has a bigger lead than I thought now. Never mind. Wait, what? Yeah, my brain went very thick. No, Callum has only got a 5-second lead. It's Captain Chubbs. Captain Chubbs can get that, as there's a DNF in sets of 3. It is Verheyen who has retired in the pit lane. It does not come up saying he retired on the graphics, so I may have to go back. Yeah, what's happening now? You've got Moriarty and Will. Oh, wow. Moriarty squeezing through that little gap he saw, and he's already passed, and the DRS is only activated now. Sam's coming as well. From a long way back. Is he going to dive it down the inside? Yes, no. Oh, yes, he is. Will's made an absolute hash of that. Oh, and a bit of a collision, and Will's got stuck on the curb. He's got stuck on the sausage curb and has ended up losing like 4 positions there. Or 3, sorry. It's just not gone well there for the AlphaTauri. He got stuck on that curb from what it looked like. I just messed him up dearly. And I got Tom AJ all over the back of Sam, who he's on for the 2-stop. Oh, that was very risky. Down into turn 1 should be a fairly comfortable move, and it is. Up into P7, but he'll have to pit again. Will definitely have to pit again. It's catching Chubbs now. Oh, bit of a voice break there. Right behind the Mercedes of Langfeld. Should be a very comfortable move. DRS is going to be enabled now. Oh. And he swoops past the Mercedes with relative ease. He's up into P3. I'm guessing 3 Gloves is going to try and make the soft to medium work. Surely the mediums will work now. Yeah, he's coming into the pits. It probably will be for the mediums. Captain Chubbs is gaining on Callum though quite quickly. As the yellow flag set to 2, it's Will and Snooks to have gone off. Where? Exited the hairpin again. Another 2 cars that have done that. I don't know what's caused that, but they've both gone off. Both got wing damage? No, Snookster hasn't, he's just spun. But Will G definitely does, and 3 Gloves is going to come out in P5. Not far off his teammate. Actually in the DRS of his teammate. And I think Tom AJ just passed Morio Wet. Yep, very comfortably into P6 now. Has to pit again, so just has to bolt it on this soft stint. I don't know exactly what time he started on. I guess it's a soft, I think. Nothing's really happening here. Race is a little bit dying down. Just how it works. There's a VSC actually. I don't know what's that for. Did someone crash whilst I weren't looking or what? I literally was looking at a different screen for a fraction of a second and there's a VSC. But Langfeld's just going to take the perfect opportunity now to pit. Don't know what ties on to. It'll be for the hards. It's green flag racing again, and I mean Langfeld's made the most out of that. Definitely made the most out of that. He's going to come out in a very comfortable P8. Wiseman there in the background, but bear in mind you skip turn 1. He's all over the back of Bondo Biz actually. We'll see him close up. I don't think we're able to go for the move yet. And yeah, nothing's going to happen here. Now you've got a battle for the lead between Captain Chubbs and Callum. Captain Chubbs on a set of mediums that are going to die off at the end of the race. But for now, when they're fresh, it's time for him to put... Oh, he's at the wall. Did he get damaged then? I think he may have just got away with it then. I don't know if he just... If you don't concentrate for a fraction of a second, these walls are right around the corner. He has got away with that with no damage. He did have a nice little whack with the wall. Yeah. Into turn one, nothing's really changed there. He's got DRS now. Will they go for it on Callum into the chicane? No, he's well too far back. You basically have these two, and then the championship leader, Callum, with an incredibly wide line. Through there, Captain Chubbs. This could be the easiest move he'll ever make in his career. Is it going to rain? I don't think so, no. Because I would have seen a lot more people pit on the softs, so no, it's not going to rain. Yeah, Captain Chubbs easily up into P1. Callum now, his aim will have to be to try and just stick with the Haas, as the Haas actually makes an absolute mess of the hairpin. He has to stick with the Haas and just wait till these tyres drop off, I think Captain Chubbs has a penalty, but I'm not too sure. Yes, he does. Captain Chubbs does have a penalty. As Will picks up a 3-second time penalty. And yeah, Captain Chubbs pulling away quite quickly, and Callum has got no kind of response. And the battle now really is Langfell and Bando Biz. And if this doesn't turn into a battle, and there's a safety car, now that is something completely out of just out. He's somewhere gone in sector 2. The leaders will actually be able to see. He was about to be lapped. I don't know exactly how he's hit the wall there, but he has. And we do have a safety car. This will make it a very, very entertaining end. It'll basically be like a 10-lap shootout for the winner of this race. Yeah, safety car's come out. The safety car's waiting by Will. Obviously, he's not going to pick Will up. He's going to wait for the leaders. As Willows comes into the pits. Willows won't get lapped, which is lucky. And we'll be able to get back up to the pack. As actually the top 2 pit will be for soft tyres, as Chubbs picks up a penalty. He already had one as it is, and so did Callum actually. Callum picked up a penalty as well. Oh, they collided with each other. They've collided with each other and have got a penalty, and you can't serve a stop and go in a safety car period. And also Callum's made the mistake of going on the softs. They're going to absolutely die at the end of the race. Three Gloves has taken the lead. How has he done this? Championship leader, making the most out of everything. Captain Chubbs and Callum Anderson crashed into each other on the pit entry. And both now are 5-second time penalties. Callum is going to have to literally bolt it after this safety car ends to try and get ahead of the 3 cars in front of him. Get 5 seconds. This could be interesting. Now we're basically just going to have to wait for anything to happen, because obviously we're behind the safety car, so not much is going to happen at the moment. Just have to wait now. Well, not everyone's got back up to the field yet. Frederick is actually in a very annoying position. He's in 14th, but he's in the middle of the top 2. And I don't think he'll be allowed to go back through the grid. I don't think. Yeah, so he's going to be a bit of a challenge for Captain Chubbs. Oh. Very slow with the safety car. Might not come in this lap because Willows won't catch. I don't know why it's not letting Frederick back through. It should do. Captain Chubb's getting very close to the rear end there of Frederick. He should allow Frederick back through to try and chase the field, but yeah, he's going to be screwed here because he's going to be a lap down. Oh, wait for the yawn. He's going to be a lap down. And yeah, just could be in the middle of nowhere as everyone else is going to be in front of him, a lap ahead of him. Safety car might come in this lap, but not sure. I think it's still going to be next lap. I don't think Willows is going to catch on this occasion. And no, we're through the final sets, and now the safety car's not pulling away, but I don't know when the safety car turns its lights off. I still don't think it's going to come in though. I think it's going to, yeah, it's going to stay definitely another lap now. There's the pit lane is right around the corner. And yep, we're going around for another lap. This is kind of like the boring part of the race. Well, we're just waiting for all the drivers now. It will come in this lap. But yeah, it'll be a very, very slow lap, and then we'll have 9 minutes of action. 9 minutes, 9 laps, and that'll be it. If anyone wants to ask any questions in the stream, go ahead. Might as well do it now, whilst I am available to read. So the only 2 retirements are Huberto Mancini and Verheyen. Huberto Mancini bringing out the safety car, crashing on the exit of here, actually. I don't really know how. It was quite far off the exit as well. Let's just say it's probably where the safety car is now. So I don't really know how he's come to a halt there, but yeah, we never know. Yeah, what Three Gloves will do, he'll back up the pack and he'll either bolt at the second to last corner, the exit, or the final corner. And as it goes in this lap, the lights have gone off before the end of the second sector, so it gives Three Gloves a very long time to hold up the pack and just to cool the tyres down. Which he's allowed to do as long as he stays to a minimum speed, well, the same speed. He's going to try and go, and Captain Chubbs does not expect it. He's not going yet. He's not going yet. I think he's going to go now. He has gone now, and I thought he would. At the exit of the second to last corners, and then I'm going to hit that barrier. Oof. Frederick, oh, he's going to let everyone through. Never mind, I got a bit excited then. But yeah, the Three Gloves with a massive lead already. Yeah, very, very good start. The FPS there was absolutely atrocious. As Callum is all over the back of Langfeld, he has got a 5-second penalty, remember. He's got to try and navigate this. He's got 3 cars to try and get past, and then pull a 5-second gap as well. Not easy. Captain Chubbs ahead of him has got 8 seconds worth of penalties added onto the end of his race, so yeah, it's not looking good for him either. And Callum looks to be getting past Langfeld quite easily. They're both absolutely burning the ERS to shreds. Langfeld trying his hardest to keep this position, but he's on hards. Compared to Callum on a set of softs, Callum's going to have to try and go for it now into the hairpin. He should get the better traction. Oh, and Langfeld's been stuck onto the sausage curb, and Callum is up a position. There's been an off. Wiserman and Bando Biz off at the hairpin. And another safety. Oh my god. There's been a second safety car. The lap didn't even finish. There's been yet another safety car. A Snookster, Willows, Frederick, who is lapped at this point, and Bando Biz will come off into the pits. And yet another safety car. So now it's going to make it a final, like, final 5 lap count now. Or, like, basically a final 5 laps. It'll be a 5 lap race. Now we just got to boring part of the race again, where nothing's happening. This could be one of the longest races I've probably commentated on. To be honest, the only longest one you're ever going to get is Singapore in the wet. But this is pretty long, Still got another lap behind the safety car, maybe 2. And yep, safety car's going around again. So I think for the safety car now, this is like the 4th or 5th lap that we've had behind the safety car. Burt Mylander getting a lot of running for this race. A lot of drivers now are on the soft. You've only got 3 gloves: Captain Chubbs, Langfeld, Tom AJ and Will on tyres that are not softs. Callum now may seem as though he's on pretty worn softs. He's barely used them. He pitted under the first safety car. Spent 3 laps behind the safety car. And did half a lap of pushing before the next safety car came out. And there has been a collision between Wiseman and Bando Biz, resulting in a 5-second penalty for Wiseman. They collided a minute ago and they've collided again. I'm surprised that collision did bring out a safety car because they both were able to continue. But yeah, safety car is just wanting to come out. The safety car should be in this lap. I don't see the reason for it to stay out another lap. The safety car's in this lap again. So, 3 gloves again, going to be controlling the pack. He's going a lot quicker this time though. He might have cold tyres. He doesn't want to stay too slow for long, so it'll be a final 5-lap showdown. Unless we get another safety car, which is possible. Yeah, he's bolted already. He's bolted. He's bolted earlier than he did last time. Captain Chubbs was ready for it that time. As we get racing for the 3rd time for this race. Callum now definitely has miracles to perform. He's going to get past 2 cars and also get a 5-second gap to 3 gloves. A warning for Sam in the Renault for corner cutting. Callum not able to pass Captain Chubbs. These two both have penalties for colliding with each other under the first safety car. Bando Biz and Wiseman switching positions again. Hopefully there's no collision this time. Frederick picks up a 3-second time penalty. Not going to matter to him. He's 2 minutes behind the nearest car. So yeah, it's not really going to matter much to him. And nothing's going to happen here. Callum still behind these 2. What can he do? I doubt he'll win this race. I think 3 gloves will extend his championship lead. What is helping Callum is that Langfeld's on a set of hards, slowing down everyone behind him, which will be good. As Captain Chubbs is having a look at 3 gloves. Ooh, a bit close there from Callum to the wall. But here we are down this straight on lap 24 out of 28. Will any of them make a move? No. Oh, here comes Captain Chubbs around the outside of Three Gloves. We're going to watch him from Callum's point of view. He's got the best angle. Oh, bit of a collision. Oh, Captain Chubbs stuck on the side. Callum, that's going to be a bit risky there. Three Gloves locking up as well. Captain Chubbs going on another curb. DRS is enabled, lap 25. So 4 laps to go. And it's Three Gloves winning the race, followed by Captain Chubbs, followed by Callum. And something's gone on here. Volakongan has had an off. I don't know how, but he has. Good helicopter shot here of the drivers. Now, who is going to attack? I do expect it to be Callum. But also Captain Chubbs closing in on Three Gloves. They're approaching the braking zone. And Captain Chubbs outbrakes himself heavily. Oh, he's actually might be able to get the movie on the traction. He has. Three Gloves has just been bewildered by that. Callum now's going to have a go. Three Gloves has been bewildered by the move of Captain Chubbs. Captain Chubbs has got 8 seconds worth of penalties, may I point out. But Callum's tyres now are going to start to fade away. He's used the best of his soft compound. And he's going to struggle now to get past these. He's definitely not going to get a 5-second gap in 3 laps. And still needs to pass them. So yeah, and Callum could fall quite far down the grid. As we have got 3 laps to go of this Vietnamese Grand Prix. Callum all over the back of Three Gloves. He knows at this point he can't possibly win this race. He would need an absolute miracle and a half to win this race. He's all over the back of Three Gloves, who seems to be struggling now. He's on pretty worn mediums. But Three Gloves has got more ERS. And will have DRS as well, so Callum is kind of screwed. Three Gloves not going to start using his ERS, he's not using it. Callum's down to 0. And Callum's going to launch it. Three Gloves is allowing him to go past, I think. He is, but he isn't. And yeah, Callum has got past, but I think Three Gloves may have noticed that they both have penalties. And if he's listening out on the stream, they do both have penalties. Captain Chubbs with 8 seconds, Callum Anderson on 5. I think Sam also has a penalty, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. So he knows he can win this race on penalties. Doesn't have to win it on track if he needs to. And he will extend his championship lead. As we're past the halfway stage at this point, so Three Gloves looking very, very nice as it stands. So we start the penultimate lap of the Vietnam Grand Prix. And nothing seemingly is going to happen here. Callum's going to be all over the back of Captain Chubbs, but all his efforts are going to be really futile because no it's really going to happen. And you've got Volakongan passing Will, and you've also got Frederick who's decided, you know what, let's try and unlap myself from every other car. And that may be a warning, it was for Will. But yeah, we've got Callum now all over the back of Captain Chubbs. DRS is enabled, has no ERS left. They both have 0. Callum is going to try around the outside. It's not going to work. And he stays in P2. He will overtake Chubbs on penalties unless he gets a pen on the last lap. Then in that case, he will not. As we're about to start the final lap. Pretty eventful, to say the least. Oh, hello. Three Gloves and a massive tank slapper on the exit the penultimate corner. But yeah, we start the final lap. Wasn't the greatest for action. There's been a lot of crashes. There's been 2 safety cars, a VSC. And yeah, just a bit of drama up front. Top 2 crashing into each other into the pit lane. That was a lot of drama, to be fair. Snookster gets the fastest lap. As all these drivers have actually caught up to this battle, which isn't going to help Callum or Captain Chubbs. They're going to drop down the grid either way. I think Bando Biz actually might end up being ahead of both of these, which is quite incredible. But yeah, Callum will have one last attempt. I think he's too far back. Yeah, he's too far back. He's locked up, not been able to get the move done. These 4, Sam's joining on the train. Oh, these 2 are actually battling. That's going to help the front lot. They've had an absolute squabble there. Bando Biz has got one move, trying to get the other. He's actually going to get a really good run and through this little final complex of corners. Oh, there's a bit of a collision. Oh my! Big collision. Bando Biz is actually out of the race. Moriwet's got damage. The top 4 are now on their own. There's collisions now between the Alfa Romeo. Now going to go to the final corner. Captain Chubbs are going to cross the line in first. Callum isn't going to win. Sam in second. Callum third. Captain Chubbs in fourth. These are all far behind. Tom Major gets 4th, Moriwet 5th, Captain Chubbs 6th, Langfell 7th, Kong in 8th, Will 9th, Wiserman potentially 10th. I do not know what has just gone and happened. That was a very hectic end to the Grand Prix. Questionable dance moves, we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, Three Gloves is your winner. That is his 2nd win of the season. No, 3rd. Sorry, it's his 4th podium of the season. 3rd win. Yeah, Three Gloves is your winner. Sam in 2nd, Callum in 3rd. That is your top 3. Three Gloves extends his championship lead by 4 points. Tom AJ in 4th after that hectic collision thing with Bando Biz, Moriwet. I do not know what happened there. Captain Chubbs in 6th. Langfell in 7th, Kong in 8th, Will 9th, Wiseman 10th. Your provisional top 10, your provisional points finishers. Weathers in 11th, Snookster in 12th with fastest lap, so no one inside the top 10 gets the fastest lap. And then that is it for your finishers. Bando Biz retiring on the last lap. With his collision with Snookster, I think it was, I can't remember at this point. Yeah, it was Snookster. 14th Frederick, 15th Mancini, and 16th Verheyen. Very entertaining race. It was a good tester for the new program. It should work, which is nice. Yeah, that has been it from me, and I will be back next week for the Japanese Grand Prix. But until then, goodbye.